So, as therapists, we like to use lots of terms that make sense to us, but not necessarily to anyone else. So one of the things that we talk about with equine assisted psychotherapy, or EAP, is this idea of it being experiential. And so what does that mean? And why does that matter? So really, the point of experiential therapy is that you're learning by doing more than learning by sitting and talking about it or reading about it. So think of it for people who have to have practical exams in their work, and because sometimes you don't know what's going to happen out in the paddock, right? And so Dream, she's one of my co-therapists, and she's very smart and funny and sometimes stubborn. And one of the things that is really helpful is when someone comes in and they want to work on, let's say a couple wants to work on communication, or a family wants to work on having family arguments decrease, or an adolescent comes in because they're getting in trouble for not going to school and they can't figure out why they're not going to school, or someone's struggling with some anxiety, or someone's having trouble managing boundaries in their life. These are all just a few examples of things that sometimes working on how to shift them in our lives, having it happen through an experience versus through a conversation, can be really meaningful and helpful. That's not to say that many people who are out here in the paddock don't also engage in talk therapy. Some do, but some find that this is helpful instead of, while others find that doing experiential work with the horses, with the activities we set up for them, is helpful in addition to the work they're doing. So it complements the work. And you never know what's going to happen in the paddock. Like, you can hear the plane overhead right now as I'm standing here recording. And because I don't have any clients today, I brought my office co-therapist with me so he could enjoy the nice weather too. He doesn't like being out of the paddock though. That's Jameson the therapy dog. And he sometimes helps with experiential therapy in the office. So for today, that's our little tutorial on understanding experiential therapy and why being out here in the paddock with the horses, like this beautiful mare named Dream, is so important, and how it can be so helpful. So I invite you to consider it. And if you want to schedule a session, call, message, email, smoke signal. I suppose perhaps seeing the back end of a horse isn't the best way to end this though. So maybe I should move around to her front again, because that may not be the most helpful last image you have of her for today. So Dream, what do you say? Experiential therapy a good thing? Do you think you can help people? Don't talk with your mouth full. That's good.